Hello everyone, and welcome back to a blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird, this is Sorbet's Gaming Channel, and welcome to the Underground Lair. No, of course not. This is, what, KB Securities? Or something like that. But yeah, we're here talking to Larry Butts. Apparently, I was told in the comment section that just like in the previous game where, was it Lotta replaced a character? God. Why is my memory so bad sometimes? But anyway, Lotta replaced, I think it was Larry in the last game. Larry's replacing Wendy because apparently due to the size limitation of the original game, they couldn't put like all the characters into the game. So that's why Wendy is on vacation, which is a shame because I don't mind Wendy. I mean, yeah, she's very unique in her ways. But you know, she's a really interesting overall character, and her bizarreness, I think, makes her, you know, stand out. But anyway, let's go ahead and present evidence to Larry because we've already searched around the room. We haven't talked to him yet, but we need to, you know, look for stuff. It is really cold here, man. I just had to turn up the heater to like 76. I can't leave it out that high for that long, but man, I was freezing in this house. I actually got home and hit the couch and like almost fell asleep. I was just so worn out from today. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at.
Hey Nick, I told you. Pro, you don't interrupt the pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally, I got time for you though, Maya.
Oh, we're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more out of him, huh? So, are we not going to be able to present any information to him? Maybe we have to, talk to him first. Yeah, I think we have to talk to him first because the way he's saying that, how we have to squeeze information out of him. Let's go ahead and talk to him first. Good info. So, what's this good info you were talking about earlier, Larry?
Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. You can't just give away information for free.
He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? I'm sorry, can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Meow. Okay, really want to know?
Yes. So tell me. The good news is that I have an amazing community, and I want to say I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. As for his good news, well...
Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten him fired like that.
Well, like, maybe skipping out of work to go pick up some hot chicks or something?
No, that's just you. Security guard. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard?
Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First up, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
Well, there are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Yo, the security teams with the company. Supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either. So if something's small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. The night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? I mean, this is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb.
Even if it is a part-time and you're dumb.
I'm still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try to put everything on me! That's not fair, Nick!
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is that you were here that night, right?
Oh, the dots!
Yeah, I knew this was coming. This is probably why we can't get any information out of him. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all.
Well, it's like I always say, you know, that was then and this is now, okay?
Looks like I'm going to have to break his psych locks after all. So do we go with him first, or do we go with, Adrian Andrews, right? It was Adrian. Let's try to break his psych locks first. Because I feel like we got some information about this place here. And I want to see what he says. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Huh? Of course I was. Oh, why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday? Just yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
Wow, but that was, and this is.
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too?
I never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'd even bet you $1.
$1? Wow. Now that's confidence. I don't know. I mean, in the movie, what? Trading Spaces? Didn't they bet, you know, $1 to upend this guy's life?
Man, what's with that dressing in the rain, puppy? Look on your face. Do you have evidence that I ever left my position? Or you just pulling my chain, bro?
The evidence that Larry was not manning the station when the murder happened is... Ooh. Let's see. Tira Admanon, Jewel 100,000, Crown of Bangor Artifact 150, Left Hand of Hades Sculpture 240, Portrait of Medina Painting 500. I don't think I have evidence to say that he wasn't at I don't think I have evidence to say that he wasn't here. Yeah, I don't think I have evidence. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and get some more clues before I try again. So it looks like I'm not gonna be able to present him any evidence until I can do more. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So should we go talk to Miss Andrews to see if Adrian has anything? I think we should try to make sure we've checked everything first. We talked to Gumshoe. We've been over everything. I do want to examine everything one more time though before we go. Just to make sure. Okay. Check Damascus hideout again. See if we can present to her any new information.
Oh, I know Damn him! This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy.
Well, now he's the next boss. Someone killed him last night.
Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Blue himself?
Even if he did, do you think she'd ever tell you about it?
Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him talking to me about work, but he never would.
Alright, we did get some other evidence. Would you take a look at this? I have to pay this idea. Alright. Nothing on the autopsy report. Nothing on the button. Or the book. I want to ask about Larry again. Maybe she'll say that he was there. Picked up Ron Delight's wallet while working on the night of the crime. Well, if he picked up the wallet, does that mean he wasn't in the security room? Maybe. Maybe that'll work. Maybe we do have the evidence. It's possible. Nothing in detention center yet. I do wanna, like I said, I wanna check to make sure we've explored everything first before we start making guesses on these psych locks. Alright, let's see what Adrian Andrews has to say first. I think we may have to attack Larry's psych lock first, or they may actually be separate from each other. I'm not sure, but I haven't heard what she has to say yet, so I don't know what evidence I need to present. The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Well... Is it this picture which shows the urn? I don't have the urn in my inventory anymore. Well, Miss Andrews.
See, look, it was a fake after all.
Huh?
I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected.
Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much.
So have I convinced you, do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
Do you have any evidence to say it was genuine? How do we prove the urn was genuine? There's not a lot of evidence that we have. I mean, we have this, the treasure exhibit poster, and we have this, the letter saying that it's gonna take the most, priceless work of art. But that's not evidence of the urn. Alright, I'm gonna go back and check Larry's. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and try to get more clues. Let's look around this room, see if we can see anything that we missed. But I think I'm gonna go back to Larry and present Larry's own words to him. Because that would mean that he wasn't in the camera room. Because he found his wallet. But wouldn't that mean he was in the camera room? I'm not sure. All I need to do is break one of these psych locks, and I'm feeling that both of them are gonna break. I just don't know how or what to do to break said psych locks. You know what's another thing we could do? We could always go back to Wright and Company law offices, and we can always present to her information. Or she's just gonna say nothing. Okay. Maybe she'll say something? Or not? Okay, maybe she'll say nothing. He's the victim in this case. Lame blowhard. Oh, this was all worth it. No, it's Kane Bullard. I know, but he looks so ugly. Oh no, let's not judge people by the looks. Well, why don't you remember at least the bull part of his name and riff off of that? All the dots. Now that you mention it, I guess he does kind of look like an ugly old bull. Wow. We still don't know very much about this victim. So, he's the one who sent the blackmail letter to Mr. Delight, right? It looks that way, but we still need to look at this guy some more. There's not much more I can do. Huh. Well... I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the only thing we can do is... when we present him with all the evidence... security room. I think we gotta break a lock. I just don't know how to break these locks, and... I mean, the only thing I can think of is to use, either him or the wallet or the, him, the wallet, or the key card, possibly. No, I don't think that was it. Yeah, that's not it. Let's try, the wallet? There we go. Yes. All right. Him, the wallet, or the key card. So it was one of those three things. It happened to be the second thing. This wallet. You know about this, right? And I've never seen it before. You liar. You can't deliver this wallet to Mr. Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when he found this wallet? Yeah, I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building, man. 1 o'clock in the morning? Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, that's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. There's something that you didn't think about. And what's that? Man, my shift that day didn't start until 10 o'clock p.m. And the murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? Well, if the murderer has snuck in before 10 o'clock p.m., well then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 o'clock p.m. during his shift. Yeah, how do we know that? The key card wouldn't necessarily open up at... This just said that he opened the office. That's not when, the killer snuck into the office after. It's this. I almost talked myself out of that. Because I was thinking of this as in being, he snuck into the building But then when I reread it and it said stuck into the office, and it said that was used to stick into the office, then I was like, oh, yeah, obviously. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record?
Well, yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to anyone, you know?
Well, that key card data was already made public in the trial today.
What? I didn't know that. Well, any kind of quiz or info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Well, anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way, man!
Yes, Way. Someone used this to get into the CEO's office. And that happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh.
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad at all. Unlock successful, full health now, thank you very much. The night of the crime.
Oh, I knew it! It's all my fault! It's my fault that the boss was killed! My fault!
Larry.
Well, there's nothing I can do, man! I have important issues to deal with too, man!
Man, what happened that night anyway?
My daughter happened!
Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah, my daughter called and said I had to talk to you right away. And so I went to see her, and he was standing right next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend, man! It's like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy sacked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah? So, is that why you left the security guard office?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do?
He's curled up on the floor. He's crying like a baby. Oh boy.
Nick! Is there anything I can do, man? Anything? You just gotta name it, man! I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear, I crossed my heart to open to die, I will.
Oh, Larry. Hey, Nick. As long as it's offering, why don't you show them the evidence we've got? Ah, she's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information out of them.
Nick!
Alright, yes. I guess now we can show them evidence. We'll just go left, right?
Well, that's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what you want, I know. I mean, yeah. I'll tell you what I know. Right. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened.
Wow, I'd never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him. Yeah, he's like a totally different person.
Well, in that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted.
Oh God, please stop. This is one of Crying's greatest treasures.
I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff. But now that I'm a new person, well, I kinda see the appeal. Hey, I got it! Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old tables next time?
I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry. No, I think he's just trying to ask her out on a date. Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful.
Oh, man, listen carefully, okay, Nick? I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief, and I would never wear a goofy getup like that.
Nobody ever accused you of being a thief.
It's too much work for me, you know, making plans, writing calling cards, etc., etc., etc. I'd rather just pull a dine and dash at a burger joint.
Burgers? I love burgers too! Oh wow, no, Maya. Please don't fall into this trap.
Really? Well, how about it? Wanna go on a burger date tonight? Huh? What do you think?
Man, at least pay for the food, because I'm not defending you again, and stay away from my girl. This is the one oh, okay, that's gonna be the same. Yeah, as soon as he mentioned burgers, I knew mine was in trouble.
Well, I think you know about how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
Oh, the dots. What is it, Nick? Well, it's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant?
Listen carefully, okay, Nick? I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief.
Alright, this is the same as before. I think it's gonna probably say this for like all of this stuff. I need to ask him about the other stuff. So what about this?
Huh? Oh, Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter for me?
No. No. Sorry, this is a blackmail letter.
What? Oh, how do you know about that, Maya?
Huh?
How much is Alexis demanding this time?
Huh? Who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did.
Ah, well that's the one I found.
You found it when you stuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
Well, I didn't seek out of work to get socked in the kisser. If only I had been more responsible at work, I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Well, yeah, well, you know. Maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I a little closer together. Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass is half full, am I right?
Oh, the dots. Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know. Don't forget, Nick, half full. Okay, he's definitely sounding like the Larry I know. How's that? So was this the car that was used by the culprit that night?
Well, going off the serial number, well then yeah. This card was used at the CEO's office door at 1 o'clock in the morning. The client had this card, right? Well then it's a no-brainer. I mean, he's a killer, man.
That's not good. Alright, this is gonna be the same about the thief. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So I need to double check though. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, new stuff.
I think you know.
Okay, that's the same. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
Well, that's right. Just like my heart is connected to you is my Maya.
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard that I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Well, thanks. I tried.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Better be wowed.
Okay, that's the same. And the newspaper. And that's the same. Alright, well, we at least got new dialogue to talk about at least. Emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Well, yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. You know, the CEO's office is up on this first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, as a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? I mean, you must have had a look at it, right?
Well, of course I did. I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Ah, shucks. Okay, I just can't say no to you, my little Maya.
What do you think, Dick? I think he's probably right. I don't even think Larry... Okay. What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
That can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. Stop with the waterworks. What about the records?
Well, that night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? Well, that's terrible. It can't be.
Buzzard record added to the court record. The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO office. Okay.
Man, you guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for live? I mean, frankly, I think reflecting's a bit overrated, you know?
Well, what are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record?
Huh? Well, the record? No, nothing at all.
This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Okay, so we have a buzzer record, but how's that help us? It may be that this was a trigger to us meeting up with Pearl, and maybe Pearl's is going to tell us that the urn is fake, or the urn is wrong. Maybe? I don't know. I can always show it to Gumshoe too. Detect Gumshoe about this right here.
Well, sorry, it's hard to believe. There's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears, 2 eyes, but only got 1 brain.
Yeah, we know this line. So that's not gonna help us. She doesn't know anything about it. Let's go back to our office. That's not gonna help. She doesn't know. Must be relieved. There's something different about it. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. Well, the urn we got back says Amy. What do I... It's like I need the urn, but I don't know how to get the urn, because Maya has it. I mean, Pearls has it. There we go. Okay, so that dialogue did trigger an event. Excellent. This is why you go everywhere before you try to make psych locks. October 13th, Detention Center Visitor Room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see. On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Alright, we'll go right to left.
The buzzer went off just once from the time that bullet was killed. Oh, well that's scary.
Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't.
Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore?
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, well that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Mask started Mask. He must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
Well, that's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration.
Did he dress up like a police officer?
I hid my Mask started Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Well, then, I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh?
Yeah, that is him. Okay, I thought that was Larry, but I'm wrong. Should know by the hair.
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo? Is this you, Mr. Delight?
Yeah, that's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. And here I am feeling dumb because I didn't see it. About first sight, guard in the photo is Ron Delight.
But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective.
Is that how he had the disguise for the 4th case? Detective Atme found the Mask started Mask disguise? That's interesting.
Well, yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him.
So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this.
Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Well, yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the Blackmail Letters.
But Blackmail Letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now.
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
Alright. Seems like a very techno music. Seems very odd. I mean, I like the music. Don't get me wrong, I love all the music in this game. It just seems different than normal. Although I like that little beat right there in the background, the way it goes da-da-da-da. That was pretty cool. Anyway, Kane's autopsy report. Oh, he's crying. What do you know about this? What do you think about this?
I really think I can help you with that.
Okay. Button?
That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket.
Hey, sorry, I just saw making a lot of noise.
Does this buzzer have something to do with this case?
Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it or anything else that mattered. Yeah, there was no prints, but it did go off. So how did it go off if there were no prints? Huh. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard.
Hey, this list is of all the things Mask started Mask stole.
And that's the value of each item listed next to the item. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, prices should at least be 3 times higher than that.
I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Nothing about this. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't know Mask started Mask could become so famous.
Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo.
Really? Well, I'll be happy to sign it if you'd like. I'll even add behind bars.
Yes, please, please.
It looks like Mana has totally forgotten about what happened at the trial yet today. that was declared not guilty of being masked started masked. What are you still doing with the keycard anyway? Did you return it when you left your job at KB Security?
Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter.
With the blackmail letter?
Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office.
That's interesting. Use this to enter the CEO's office. It's almost like someone wanted him to be there. But the murder happened at 102, right? I mean, could this be a lie? Like, could he have died earlier than 1 a.m.? And then the body was pushed into the safe and then someone set him up? I mean, we all know that the autopsy report never lies, right?
I took out my wallet to open the door with the key card.
So that's when you dropped it.
I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier.
Okay, so we know that this and the wall are gonna be the same. So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security CEO Kane Bullard?
I think so. Probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card.
And the blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security.
Guess no one other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter then. Wow, this is cool. I'm really into this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah? It's one of our most valuable treasures.
If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lily Taylor to check out the whole treasures of crying exhibit.
Okay, I guess. Just promise me you won't steal anything, okay?
Oh, don't worry. We'll be going when I'm not on the job as Mask Starter Mask.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
This photo, that's got to be the real Mask Starter Mask. I'm sure it is. I know Mask Starter Mask. I see him.
But yes, but this isn't you, right, Mr. Delight?
Well, no. I was at KB Security then.
So then, I guess it really is to take at me after all? What do you think about this? Okay, nothing here. Here's the crying treasures. So it looks like all the crying treasures are going to be the same. This calling card, did you send this?
No, well that is, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had other plans for the night already.
Well, that's true. He did get that blackmail letter after all. What about Detective Atme? Could he be the one that sent it? It looks that way. I can't think of anyone else.
But yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB Security. Well, that's kind of strange.
What is?
Up until now, Master the Mask has gone after famous works of arts and treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want?
Oh, wow. You make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft.
Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn.
Nothing about the edge. Okay, let's ask him about people now.
Great lawyer and so young. Really are an inspiration. I bet you make lots and lots of money, don't you?
Well, that doesn't sound right coming from a thief, if you know what I mean. Nothing about me, of course not.
All the dots. I am sorry. I suppose you could say I'm nothing but a terrible lowlife.
Why do you say that?
This is the first time I've had to actually face a victim of one of my crimes.
I guess he's talking about the sacred urn. Yeah, but I thought that you weren't the one who stole the urn.
Well, that's true about the urn, I guess. Maybe I should give up this life of crime and try becoming a professional cowbell player.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby! Oh god, one of my favorite Saturday Night Live skits of all time. I love it! I just love how there's a cowbell reference in this game. What do you think about this? And by the way, if you've never seen the cowbell skit from Saturday Night Live, when we're done with this video, which will probably be in 5 to 10 minutes or so, go on YouTube and search for SNL Cowbell skit. It is one of my favorite skits, easily, of all time. What do you think about this?
I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it.
Okay, he doesn't know that. Okay.
I'm ashamed to admit it. But sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to be a thief.
Well, isn't that obvious? It doesn't suit you at all.
I knew it. I guess I'm not the only one that came to that conclusion. This is the detective that was in charge of the mass mask investigations. He was so happy when I surrendered yesterday that he actually shed tears of joy.
What? Gumshoe cried? Really? Was a single manly tear, or did he let loose and sob?
Sobbed. Started weeping myself too. It was truly infectious. Truly a moving moment if I do say so myself.
That must have been one heck of a beautiful scene. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder? I'm convinced that these two are blind. Actually, what's probably happening is he's crying because he's like, hey, I might actually get paid today, pal.
Once I decided to become a thief, I started studying like crazy.
Studying? Like what? Petty Larceny 101? The history of pilfering? Well, that sounds like some really good books.
No, but I watched a lot of movies and read a lot of novels about great thieves.
Oh yeah? I admire you for doing your homework, if for nothing else.
All the great ones have their own trademarks. Flashy costumes, calling cards, unique laughs, catchy slogans like farewell, my friends. Figured I needed to do a good job with that if I was going to make a splash.
Yeah, I guess you really can't say goofy stuff like that unless you're a master thief. Farewell, or we shall meet again. You know, hokey stuff like that.
He's an ace detective, alright. He's been hot on my trail ever since the first heist.
Yes, but he made a pretty stumbling confession in court today. It was me all along. I mastered the mask.
I don't know what to say. Guess it's just delusional.
That's exactly what your wife said about you. Speaking of,
Desi, she really has a thing against criminals.
do you have any idea why that is, Mr. Delight?
Well, if you want to know details, I'll have to ask her. But the thing is, after I lost my job at KB Security, I need to earn more money to keep Desi satisfied, lots of money. But I just couldn't seem to find a good job. That's why I wound up becoming the thing that Desi hates most, thief.
What do you think about this?
I don't really think that I can help you with that.
Alright, nothing about Adrian. Nothing about Larry. That's interesting. I would think I would see something about him.
Isn't it great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one that really believed me when I said I was a thief.
Hey, hang on a second. That's the guy that had you arrested for murder, and he didn't really believe that you were a thief. He was just, you know, priming the trap, so to speak.
Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person.
What in the world do you see in that coffee Christ prosecutor?
Mr. Bullet, my old boss, it's so sad.
Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead?
Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullet was the type of guy who made lots of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people.
Wait. Do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail?
Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right?
Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to him. Master, ooh, a lot of stuff. Master the Mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you're a Master the Mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
Well, that was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a look, everyone. I'm able to find a rival worthy of my genius. I was once a great one myself. Here I am, the tortured clown.
Well, I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who sold that urn.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Master the Mask in this photo. It's gotta be Detective Atme. The night of the crime. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right?
But yes, I went to KB Security at the time the Blackmail Letters said I should. Alright, and what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a key card to unlock the door.
That's probably when he dropped his wallet.
When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there.
Someone? That was at me. That was look at me. I recognize that silhouette. It only happened for a second, but there's no one else with that type of hair going in that direction like lightning bolts. Could have been Adrian Andrews. Okay, fair enough. It could have been Adrian Andrews, but I don't think so. I think that was look at me. So if that was Luke, then who was that Lordly Taylor? Could Luke have taken the fall because he actually murdered the CEO? But why would he want to murder the CEO? Unless he was being blackmailed. Maybe someone's blackmailing him because they knew his secrets. And we know that the guy likes to blackmail. This case is getting very crazy very fast.
Then suddenly they bashed you in the head. Bam!
What was the Kane bullet that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd died myself. Anyway, thought I should do something with the body.
So that's when you put it in the safe?
But yes, that's right. I used to be the chief for one security team, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set in the security cameras at that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight sounds kind of like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Why you were fired? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
Ah, well, how did you?
I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please.
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Phew, thank goodness. I know, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. Criminal, thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least that's what I thought anyway.
So it became master to mass for Desi, huh? Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out for a specific location.
So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Oh yes, just a few days after the terror of Eminon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it.
So someone found out about your true identity, just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up, and went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal.
Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up?
Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about me being worthy now.
Well, after that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
What plans? Heist plans? What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I was only planning the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like the movie, Now You See Me. I like that movie. I know it wasn't perfect, but I really enjoyed it. I like magic. What can I say? It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So, Ron Delight was Master Damask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail.
All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole in the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail.
Could you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see. Truth is, I have never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions to steal what I was told to steal.
Mr. Delight, is everything you just told me the truth?
Well, yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay?
Ron says me add to court record. From the mass second heist on, he was stealing as directed by Blackmail Letters. Mom, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes, but please don't hurt me.
Mr. Kane Bullard, did you swear that wasn't you who killed him?
Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did. So I turned myself in yesterday.
I didn't see any psych locks there. Why?
Well, the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery. Well, then I have an alibi, right?
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I had no choice but take Mr. Delight as a word. Mystic Maya! Oh, that's Pearls, isn't it? Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! Yep, I knew it. Why? Because she said Mystic. I'm back! Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time? The secret urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Cronin Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's a real urn. Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? I thought that was glue, not paint. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there. Oh, okay. We'll find out how they got there.
Please, don't forget about me.
Sacred urn, we filed it, the court record. Found it to his office covered in pink splotches, but it's a genuine article. So I think that's what we need to do for, Adrian. First, we have to present new evidence.
That's kind of strange.
What is?
Up until now, Master of the Mask has gone off fancy art.
Okay, no, this is new.
Why did he suddenly decide to steal his plain looking urn that?
No, that's, the same. Okay. How about his testimony? Mr. Delight, are you absolutely sure about this testimony? That you stole the treasures as you were directed by a series of blackmail letters?
Yes, and I got money for them returned. It seemed like a good deal.
He doesn't look like he's lying. So then how do you explain Detective Abby's crazy confession? There's a lot more going on here than I thought. And if Luke Atme was at the scene of the murder, what in the world happened? This is really confusing. Could Desi be the thief all along? Huh. I don't know. I like it. I love not knowing. It's wonderful. I don't even have any theories. Well, okay, I have theories like Desi is Master of the Mask, Luke is the one who's the real murderer, Ron is just a naive fool trying to please his wife, even though he knew what he was doing wrong. But he said that he committed the crimes, so Desi can't be Master Mask. He has to be Master the Mask. But what if Desi dressed up like Master the Mask on that night? But that doesn't make sense either. I can't wrap my head around these dots. All the dots, my friends. Until next time, I love you all so very much. So long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts.
Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.